you saying leave social media during this period? Are you mad? Do you know that social media pays me? Leave social media, then how will my children eat? Please get out of my page. You think I have the luxury of doing that? You think it's fun and games for me? And now more than ever, I cannot afford to be off social media. Don't just let me lash out on you.
Hi guys, welcome to Matters Arising with T-Bank. So you guys, since the whole Dr. Justin Dean and Kora Obidi's divorce brouhaha has been going on, I've just personally refused to make any public comment about it, because at the end of the day, we don't know what really has transpired between the husband and between the couple, okay? And you cannot know finish. And so I choose not to comment on their relationship and what's going on over there. But if you are looking for a commentary on that, Acid Darling has a fantastic commentary that you can check out. However, I want to talk about something else that a lot of people are not talking about, and I'm wondering why, and that's why I want to make that's the commentary I want to talk about. So when I listened at first, when the whole thing started, the first issue I had was, this woman just gave birth. Why is she still everywhere? And a lot of people were like, oh, she's a dancer. I even saw some people leaving comments like, oh, it's okay for you to take out time to heal and rest and all of that. We will be here for you when you are stronger. And the energy level, Kora has high energy levels. You cannot even dispute that. But you see that clip that started this video, where she was saying she doesn't have the luxury not to be on social media because this is how she makes a living. And that is what I want us to talk about, the strain and the reality of being a social media influencer. I've seen a couple of other YouTubers in this social media space that have spoken about this, and they had to change their business model. I personally, I've always had an issue with just being an influencer, because you are at the mercy of other people. So if brands, or in the case of Kora, she has to go live every day on Facebook in order to earn a living. That's how the primary way she makes her money. And when there's brand sponsorship, I feel like that model is a slippery slope, you guys, because so if there are no sponsors, you can't eat. Or if you don't make videos on YouTube that has a lot of views, you can't survive. Now, this is not me bashing on people who do social media, because that's what a lot of people have to do. That's all they have. However, this model of influencing and just being at the mercy of brands and sponsorship, I don't think it's a very sustainable model. I remember watching an American couple. I think her name is Hailey Dean. She's one of the very first mommy vloggers that I started watching. They even had to stop doing vlogging, family vlogging, and change their business model on the internet, because they are into online business and all of that. So she doesn't have another skill set, but they had to change their model from just being an influencer family, so to speak, because according to her, it was putting too much strain on her family. They had to use their children to make content. So at some point, the children did not even want to see camera on their faces, because daddy and mommy don't have boundaries, so to speak, because that is how they make their money. So they had to move from just being only influencers to actually becoming business owners online. And that's something I think anybody who watches this, if you are into the social media world and all of that, even in the developed countries, influencing alone cannot be a sustainable career path, so to speak. You have to have, probably, if you are influencing, then influence also for your own business. Have your own business. I keep telling anybody, I think I've done videos before on this channel, that even because a lot of people are like, oh, I'm waiting for my monetization. Even with that, you have to have some sort of business that is yours, that you are not at the mercy of a brand or a company. So if there is no brand sponsorship, you cannot survive. Because I felt my heart bled when I saw that video, when Kora was saying, I don't even have the luxury not to show up every day. Even in the toughest of jobs, you have maternity leave, because you have to take time to take it for you and your baby to bond. But what we see these days is that people are just giving birth, they're back online working, because this is how they have to make their daily bread. And I'm not bashing them, because me too, I'm here, I'm on social media, I need to make some money. But I believe that there has to be a more efficient way, such that you can make money but not at the expense of your health, of life in general. Some other thing that some other people were saying. Let me go back to Kora's story. Before she made this video yesterday on Facebook, because I've been following up, and I wasn't really in her space before, but because this thing is everywhere, so I was on Facebook, and some people were saying that, okay, Kora, now you don't have a partner, so to speak, so most of the financial responsibility is going to be on you, because she lives, allegedly, I don't know, in an expensive part of Hollywood, that so she needs to probably move to a cheaper environment, where things are more affordable for her. And I can just imagine the type of pressure, because it's just a lot. It is just a lot. And it just makes me wonder, that is this influencing thing really a sustainable business model? That's the real conversation I want us. Let me not even deviate from that line of thought. Is social media influencing a sustainable business model, or there has to be something else? You have to have like a business, or some sort of way that your activities online is generating enough money. For instance, I love what Patricia Bright did with her business. I watch her finance platform. You guys know that I love finance. Please, if you are not following me on my finance channel, please follow me, Jiniga Finance. And I have a small business channel also called T Bank's World. Please follow those channels, okay? But Patricia Bright, in one of her videos, she was talking about the back end of the whole influencing thing. There was a time when Patricia Bright used to do a lot of hauls, clothing hauls, fashion hauls, and she made mention of the fact that she had to buy those things with her own money. Not all of them were sponsored, okay? And she saw that model was not visible long term, and because of that, she now pivoted into creating the Break platform, which is more finance oriented. She created a planner, created like templates that people can buy, because at the end of the day, body go tell you how sustainable is it that Kora is going to keep dancing like this forever? It's not possible. Like, it's not possible. I like what a couple of YouTubers in Nigeria are doing. For instance, Acid Darling. I love Acid Darling. I always say it. She's an event planner, and she's using the YouTube platform more like a funnel to get people to patronize her business. Okay, so it's not just that she's just an influencer for the sake of being an influencer, or just a YouTuber for the sake of being a YouTuber. Another person that I always talk about is also Fumi. Fumi is a caterer, but she also uses YouTube as like a funnel, and what's the other girl's name that I always talk about, Dara, Giselle, and Ogum series. I believe that that's a more sustainable model. Now somebody may say that, oh, not everybody can do business, but you see, you just have to put on your thinking cap, because how sustainable is it? Let me even leave Kora for a bit. Let's say you are into the what's popular on Nigerian YouTube now, reactions, for instance. Will you keep fighting every day on the internet? No, let's be realistic with ourselves. Person dey old. What is the 10-year plan for this journey? Do you get? What is it? Or maybe you are into beauty and lifestyle. What is 10 years from now? You are going to be an edede in Benin language. You are going to be an old woman, so you may not be as fashionable as you are right now. So what's going to be the plan 10 years from now? Because you will always have new kids on the block. Are people going to still be interested in your lifestyle as it is today? So I'm not bashing anybody. It's just, for me, I'm also thinking like there has to be something more than what we all are just doing. Are we thinking of building media companies? Are we thinking of building businesses out of this thing that we're all using to play? I'm a YouTuber, I'm a social media influencer, I'm a TikToker. I know that there are a lot of people that have built multi-million dollar businesses out of their engagement on social media, and I think we should begin to think that way, because the way we are doing right now, in another 5-10 years, we are all having children, because most of us are women here. We're all having children. In another 10 years, English fails me, you guys. What's going to be the result of all your activities on engagement on social media? So let's have this conversation in the comment section. These are my thoughts. My heart goes out to Kora and her husband. I wish them love and light, and I pray that they find peace between themselves. But on this issue on the sustainability of influencing and social media, let us talk about it in the comment section. Share your ideas with me. Tell me. I think I was speaking to somebody on YouTube, and I was like, oh, you have add other things to this thing that you are doing, so that anyway, I'm talking too much. But I said I don't talk too much. I'll just end this video here. Thank you so much for watching. Yeah, I'll see you in my next one. Bye.